Here with junior Rachel Battershell to preview the 2021 track and field season here at Concordia. And as we record this, we've got an indoor meet coming up before New Year's, shortly after Thanksgiving. Of course, if we take a quick look back, in March you found out there wouldn't be an outdoor season last year pretty soon after you had finished indoor. How did you kind of try to occupy some of that time that you had from March and through the summer where it was just a little bit different?
Yeah, I'm so thankful that we had the closure of nationals because I know not everyone was able to have that. So that was really nice, just knowing that we set out what we had, and we did that. But once we realized that we weren't coming back, especially for school, and everything was going to be online, we were really intentional about just resting our body because it had been a long season. And so there was a long period where I just was relaxed and was able to take some time off of running and just spend some time doing stuff for fun. And then as June came along, we were able to start getting back into that training.
Did you spend a lot of time then back in Wyoming, or were you able to stay here? How did that work out for you?
I went home, so I was home for a long time. It made for a long summer. But
What is summer like in Wheatland, Wyoming?
it is dry. It's so different than here, but it's the same small town kind of feeling, but training summer here is a lot different than the summers at home. So
Were there some creative or ways you had to be creative to continue to train, especially when you didn't have access to facilities here for a while?
yeah, thankfully I'm still in contact with my high school coach, and so I was working with him on the track to do different workouts and using what free weights I had at home to do what I could. Lots of hills, but we got it done, and it was fun, kind of trying to figure out how you could get the work in without a typical weight room situation.
Mm-hmm. So the last time you actually competed in a meet, of course you won a national title in the 400 meters and broke a school record too. How do you describe just what that moment was like?
It's difficult to put into words, actually. That race was such a God thing. I wasn't alone in that, and I asked him for the strength to finish, and then once it was done, I was just so happy, not because, oh my gosh, I won, but because God just did that, and he was able to work that through me, and so just the joy that came from that was pretty indescribable.
And kind of looking to this season now, I know you're voted one of the team's captains. What does it mean for you to be kind of grouped with the rest of those teammates as captains?
We have a great group. It's kind of interesting. Our team captain group is fairly large, which I think indicates just how many leaders we have on the team. But at the same time, there's a great variation in how we all like to lead. Some of us are more vocal, and some of us lead more by example. And I think it's a great balance, and it's going to help our team to be better, and I'm really glad to be a part of that.
And I think there were several people up for homecoming queen on the track team.
Yes.
What was going through your mind for that? I don't even know how it works exactly to get on selected for that, but
yeah, we were all nominated. We decided next year we're going to try to get more of the boys from the track team on the homecoming court and try to sweep, but it was interesting. I was able to stand out there with my teammates, and it was fun.
I think we've maybe talked a little bit about this, just the success as a team with a lot of conference championships lately. How has that kind of shaped the culture that you have within the women's track team specifically?
You can see it every day. Whether or not someone's having a good day, we have that perspective and attitude that we've had this success in the past, but it's never taken for granted and it's never a given. So we show up every day and we know what we're capable of as a team. And so on an individual level, I think that helps us to push harder throughout all those tough practices.
But it would take a while to go through all of the indoor accomplishments you had last year. After you have such a great season, what kind of keeps you motivated to continue to excel?
Just feeding off of that, not in order to get more accomplishments, but knowing that when the focus is on making yourself better every day and focusing on those small things, the awards are just kind of icing on the cake, and it helps me to know that I'm doing something right. So that helps me to focus on the everyday, pursuing, trying to make myself better, but not for the end of the reward, but to make myself better. And so getting those awards, it helps bring some closure to the work that we put in.
Well, to talk about another team award anyway, I know it was 4th place as a team at Nationals last year, which of course gets you a trophy as a team, and we know you're reminded of it every day when you're in the field house that it hasn't been that long since the team has won national championships here at Concordia. Do you allow yourself to think about maybe what could happen if everything just comes together as a team at nationals?
That is so exciting to think about, and I know it's on the coaches' minds, and I know it's on everyone's minds. Just knowing even though there's so many factors that play into earning that national title as a team, so many of those factors are out of our control. But if it all comes together, I think we're capable of some pretty awesome things, which is really exciting.
I know you've talked about Concordia being a great fit for you and personally, and from what I've seen, I think Coach Beisel has you talk to recruits from time to time who visit campus. What is your message to them about what it's like here and what it's like to be a part of the track and field program?
One of the questions a recruit will always ask is, what's your favorite part about Concordia? And so taking that as a whole, not only on the track team, the people here are incredible, and it's just so plain to see that when you're here you become part of a community so fast, even if you're from a place where no one else has even heard of Concordia. It was just amazing to me how quickly I was brought into the family, and that's especially been true in the track team. It's just people love on you, and they love on you with Jesus love, and it's really special.
To get away from track just for a moment as we kind of wrap this up, but we're not far from Thanksgiving, and Christmas is not far after that. What is maybe something that you really look forward to as far as a holiday tradition every year?
I haven't been home since this semester started, which seems like a long time ago, so I'm really excited to go home for Christmas. One thing our family always does is after we eat a large meal, we all take a nap, and it's kind of interesting because we always see who can get to the couch first to take their nap after the meal, and just being able to spend time with everyone home and play cards and cook things, and maybe they turn out terrible, maybe they don't, but just having simple family time is really special to me.
That you probably post goofy photos of each other sleeping then and
Yes.
stuff.
Some are not posted, but some are.
All right.